Hello everybody, this is Daziman under the new name of Tenacious Daziman. Two reasons: because I'm a disabled rights activist and I'm like a dog with a bone. I never give up, so I'm very tenacious, people say. But also people say I look like Jack Black. So I thought, you know what, might as well do it. So yeah, it's my new name from now on. The Disability Daziman's going for now. That's going to be on a separate channel, and that's going to do with politics and stuff, which we don't need in gaming. Right, dungeons. I do apologise on the previous recording. A carer's turned up, and it sort of like got paused for 10 minutes. Um, I was a big fan of Dungeon Keeper, mainly Dungeon Keeper 2 on the PC. I think Dungeon Keeper came out when I was around 24. So you're talking nearly 30 years, 28 years ago it'll be. Um, and they did, I think it was a 3DFX patch at the time, or an NVIDIA patch. It was one of them anyway, to make it run really well. It was a beautiful game, and then we had nothing like it, and then we had Dungeons came out, and then there was another one. I think the other one was only PC only. I never played them. I've always wanted to. So that was my first ever hour, just getting into it. It seems just basically like a complete and utter Dungeon Keeper remaster. I'd say an homage to it. I wouldn't say a rip-off because nobody's making it. I don't know why. Peter Molyneux doesn't get the rights back to it. The rights back to Bullfrog, because we would kill for a Populous remake or Dungeon Keeper or Syndicate. They probably have all the rights to an EA, but it's silly, They did some amazing games, and even when it's a Lionhead with black and white, that was great for the artificial intelligence and the iFeel mouse. They need to bring them back to the PC, and iFeel mouse were force feedback mouse, but also texture feedback. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I found it a bit fiddly on Dungeons. It's a typical problem with one. It's the game's quite old in our times now. I think it's might be 8 or even 10 years old. Is Dungeons 2. So of course people didn't know. Well, they should have had bigger TVs back then. We did have bigger TVs, but typically when they get transferred from PC to console, the text goes smaller and they don't enlarge it like they do now. So it's very difficult to see. We may be legally blind as well. We've only got 4/20 vision, and also it's hard to do the select and stuff. I mean, select is not like 1 minute it's square to pick them up and move them about, and it like why isn't it X and things like that, and triangles. It's not the norms that text being used to, and it doesn't really explain anything to you apart from these hints that you have to click on. But you only way you can do that is by pressing right 2 on the PlayStation 5, by the way. This 5 Pro, but it's PlayStation 4 game. So you right, I think it's right 2 or right 1 to be able to highlight the exclamation marks to do it. So this is where I've got so far. So I'm just trying to find and build a chicken room now. So it's more than it was once. Obviously, well, obviously the original you had to have chickens for the creatures to eat, and now you have to have beer for them to drink as well. So, but it won't let me build a chicken room. So it must be again the usual of learning the games. You can only do it in a certain place, etc., etc. Like you'll have seen on the first video, it's shouting at me and basically swearing at me to break the door down for the good guys, but they're the bad guys for us, in their temple and their castle, and you had to aim at the person behind the gate, which was just stupid. It really was, but that's what mechanics can be like sometimes. Found out that I was Deliverers while I've been playing the other day. That's just not my cup of tea. I don't like the way it loads. Every certain time you go out of a map, they're not very big maps. I don't like there are different times of day when you go from one to another. It is a bit fun, I must admit, but it's very fun in very small doses. It's not a bad price. I'd give it maybe a 6, 7 out of that one anyway. Dungeons 2 at the moment is looking like an 8, maybe 7 for being fiddly, as in hard to get to grips with. But I think it's going to be an 8 out of 10 game, and it's an old game, so you know, it's stood the test of time. So yeah, but let's just go for it anyway. So my quick take on it already is that it's worth buy, as the famous lad says. But it's my cup of tea. It's my cup of Yorkshire tea, which means it's good. If it's bad, it's my cup of we'll say own brand tea. So like you have supermarkets that have their own brand tea, which is bad. But Yorkshire tea, beautiful. Goes for maybe Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean do the adverts of Yorkshire tea in the UK. And I'm a Yorkshire lad, so. And also a North Yorkshire lad now. Right, continue games, let's have a look. Right, so I'm trying to do the chicken room in here. I'm noticing these veins are left in the middle. And there's shed loads of gold up. So I built a brewery there. You saw that I tried to build a brewery there and it just didn't work. They're just basically dumping everything everywhere because there's not enough room. So let's see if we can build a chicken room in here then. That's a brewery. Rooms. Oh, I got to dismiss somebody. It says, I think it says up there, is it? So look, it's so annoying. Ah, go dismiss somebody. Right, that's why it won't let me.
Okay. Is this all a bit slow for you? Visit the premium shop, where you can buy 20 gems for just $100, which will speed up the rate at which this work is done.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. This isn't a free-to-play game. Just completely ignore what I just said.
Right,
The
he's
creature
gone.
disappeared into the pit of uselessness with a long-drawn and gradually diminishing... This particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the ultimate evil. Oh.
I think I might just got rid of the hawk then. Oops. 5 hawks. Oh, 5. I don't remember buying 5 hawks. Oh, it's that X what pick up, you say? It's square what picks up. Really weird control. There's 14 there. A lot of orcs. Don't need all that. Oh, bollocks. Cockerel sausage. Cock sausage. Right. Sorry. If you hear a noise in the background, it's my fan. I can't do anything about it. I'm really sorry. Right. I don't ask this, guys, ladies. I say guys in general, but I'm being polite. I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers. If I get to 50, then I can live stream, which is what I want to do. Because what I'm doing at the moment is I'm playing now, doing an hour's playing on the PlayStation, then uploading, and then carrying on. And I want to be able to stream and talk to people. I won't be having a video on at least for the future, maybe not ever, because I am bedbound, and you know, it's something that I've got to come to terms with for having my face on, you know, video. But I might do it eventually, but you know, we'll see. But can you please like and subscribe if that's okay? That would be brilliant, but only if you can. I'm not begging, but that'd be great. And then we could get to live streaming, and then we could all have a laugh together and even play together. It's not about money and stuff, it's about just enjoying, chilling out with you guys and ladies. Right, okay, so I can build a room now. Right, let's see. Let's see it, let's see. How can we build it? So let's just do it. Construction managers, triangle. Production facilities, brewery, nothing else. Rooms. Treasury. No. Okay, it's a dig cell. Polish. Well, I'm either missing something, or it's not letting me. Spell menu. Well, it says I've got to dig south, apparently. I think it's... yeah, it does. Right, so it's R2 on the PlayStation. And you got to click on the notifications for help. This is a very, very fiddly... ah, okay, there's a health feature there. Okay. It's a good job figuring this out. Right. Even an evil genius such as yourself can only control a certain number of creatures. This is shown by the population points at the top. In the middle, in the middle. If you have reached the maximum limit, you will not be able to hire any additional creatures unless you first dismiss one. You can do this by picking up one of your creatures and throwing it into the pit in your throne room. Basically what used to be the heart in Dungeon Keeper, if you've played them. So you put it in the pit in the middle. Again, I sort of figured that out anyway, but yeah, so I think it now wants to stick to the south anyway. It did mention having chickens, but yeah, okay, so we've done that. So we'll bring that menu up again and see what it says here. Oh, creature list. Oh, okay. Right, that's easy. That's the easiest way to find people. So R2 and top creature, so R2 bottom. Health feature. There we go. Oh, fair enough. Evil laugh. Actually got a bottle for evil laugh. Like that. Right, okay. Right, it's built down.
Apologies, but a narrator has got to earn a living too. So we interrupt this game for a short commercial message. Buy games from Calypso. Lots of games. Thank you. End of commercial. Nameless Evil's creatures came upon a spider's nest during their search for an entrance to the underworld. It would take more than one orc to smoke that out. The Abysmal Evil used the Hand of Terror to grab several of the creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting and threw them onto the spider's nest. spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed evil patted itself on the back, proud that it had led its troops into battle with such aplomb. And by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the enemy. The basics of a dungeon were now in place. However, the brewery was puny and didn't really have room to store beer barrels in, and the treasury was also anything but impressive in size. Quickly, the expansion-hungry evil set out to enlarge its dungeon.
The evil has awoken, but its brothers are still asleep.
Huh? What on earth was that? That's not in my script. What a weirdo. No matter. We'd better get back to concentrating on the dungeon. It's payday.
Payday. We all go for payday.
The little snots found a healing potion in a hidden room. This was able to restore one of the ultimate evil's creatures to full health.
Baby, good. More treasure. Sorry, I'm talking to someone. Hey, I forgot
The
what
little
speaking.
snots came across a small room containing a healing potion whilst pointlessly digging around in the underground. The ultimate evil could throw one of its wounded creatures on the potion to heal it.
lot of money. Okay. What's his badge? Layout. Oh, we should keep building them. Oh, I do apologise, I'm high, can't I? Sorry guys and ladies. If I say guys, I don't mean any disrespect. Just what I call people in general, but I do apologise if it ever comes across as demeaning. It's not meant to be.
A huge monstrosity
Ooh.
loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long while. Now it was home to a huge spider and her brood. Would Sam and Frodo
Spiders.
escape it and continue their journey to Mount Doom, or was this the end of the Ring Bearer? Hang on a minute, that's not the right text. Where were we? Oh yes, a huge spider, henceforth called the Spider Queen. It would be necessary to eliminate the Spider Queen before the Horde could reach the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against them.
Oh, mate. Been killed. Why aren't we killing her?
And another wave of spiders set out to destroy the ultimate evil. A few creatures of the ultimate evil had lit a fire in the dungeon and begun to barbecue. The smell of freshly roasted meat wafted through the underground.
Oh my god, okay, where do you get kicked? Is there a pause?
Spider Queen again sent her children out to attack the dungeon, even though this tactic had failed the last time. A certain AI programmer could really have made a bit more of an effort with this.
Oh, shit. Sorry, doing slow. There we go. I want to be able to... You can drag them, you see, in the normal games. Still alive. No, he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Okay, fair enough.
And another wave of spiders set out to destroy the ultimate evil. Payday.
Okay. Right.
Late, one of the creatures had come up with a plan to create a trade union and go on strike for better working conditions. Once he remembered exactly what the ultimate evil would do to him, the idea was quickly shelved.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Sort of like learning now. So, what I just did then, I pressed R2, creature list, and then I pressed, I think it was held triangle down, so I've got 4 in that group now. So, triangle. Here we go.
The Spider Queen again sent her children out to attack the dungeon, even though the vile perversion, once called the Spider Queen, had nothing more with which she could fight the Horde. Later, the sensitive evil would have her innards made into a lava lamp. The way to the surface was open. Now it was time to put those vengeance plans into practice. The vile evil wanted to take this opportunity to utter a really sinister laugh. But unfortunately, Its physical state made this unviable.
Mwah,
Instead,
mwah,
it asked the narrator to do a bit
Sorry.
of sinister laughter on its behalf. Oh well, here goes. Deep breath.
Nice. Okay. Right, so I'm going to end this one here, and I'm going to try Dungeons 3 to see if things have been improved. I like it a lot, and I will be playing it, but I want a comparison, so, okay. Okay, everybody. See you in a minute.